Savvies. Today we're going to make a cat litter dirt cake. Yes, it's as delicious as it sounds. So let's get started. Okay, what I have here is a pudding Cool Whip concoction, which I have already put down in my tray here. If you're going to make this with me, or if you just want a disposable tray, I recommend getting these big trays that are normally at any grocery store for like $2, what I paid for mine, $1.99. And then I went ahead and put that layer down. So then now we want to grind up our Oreos and go ahead and lay down a layer of Oreo, aka dirt, aka cat litter. I know. It is a little bit dark for cat litter. I guess actually what you could do also is you could get the vanilla crumbles, the vanilla cookies, and grind it up. If you don't have a food processor, you can always crunch it up by hand. Not as much fun, but if you've got somebody like a roommate or whoever, significant other, you can get them to come help you and make the task a little bit easier. Okay, so after I've got these two layers, the next thing I want to do is put a layer of, this is Cool Whip also, but then it's basically, I added in, and I'm going to put all the ingredients in the description, you guys. So this is Oreos, then on top of the Oreos we are putting the cream cheese and butter and Cool Whip and powdered sugar. So much deliciousness. This does take a few minutes to go ahead and glue down. Get that layer on there really good. Spread it around really nicely. There we go. Alright. And then you just want to do the same thing all over again. Yes, this is so much fun, several times over. So you just want to go ahead and, I'm skipping a step. Let me go back over here. You want to get the pudding, and this is probably going to be one of our last layers of this, the pudding and Cool Whip mixture. This is just chocolate pudding. I recommend getting the instant kind. I got the cook and serve kind, and this took a lot longer to prepare than it should have. And you just follow the instructions, and then you mix in one 8-ounce container of Cool Whip with it. Again, like I said, I'm going to put the instructions in the description below, or the ingredients rather in the description below. Okay, next step then is going to be a little bit more Oreo deliciousness, aka again a cat litter. I will show you how this is going to become cat litter in a little bit. Now I'm really kicking myself for not having gotten the, oh, that's a good clump. We should save that for the top. I should have really gotten the vanilla kind, man. The problem with the vanilla flavored, it just does not taste as good as Oreos. Nothing beats an Oreo. And be sure when you get the Oreo, you get the family size, so you have 1 or 2 left over to eat yourself after you're done. I'm not going to eat that right now because it's not polite to talk with your mouth full, so we'll just wait on that. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and put another layer of the delicious icing Cool Whip concoction. Get this put on here. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put all this on here because my last 2 layers that I want are the darker layers so that you can hide the poop, aka Tootsie Pops, Tootsie Rolls in there, and people are not sure. So let me tell you what happened. When I had this at a party recently, I put this out, and friends of mine, because I do have several cats, and they are inside cats, or at least they were when I had the party, they really truly thought that I had left a cat litter box out on the party table, that I had been changing the cat litter before the party, because you always want to do that right before you prepare food. It's so sanitary, you guys. And they really truly thought that I had cat litter, like an actual cat litter container, sitting out on the party table. And I couldn't stop laughing. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. Alright, next layer is going to be the pudding and Cool Whip concoction. Here we go. Okay, I have a very thin layer left of that, so let's spread it around and see if we can get it to spread all the way around. It's okay if it doesn't. Now, to my friend's credit, it was a little bit dim in the house, but it was still hilarious. Okay, wipe that off there. All right, last layer is, of course, what? Our Oreos / cat litter. And even if nobody at your party thinks that this is actually cat litter or doesn't understand it, you can say, well, it's also called dirt cake or Oreo cake. It doesn't matter. It's delicious either way. I'm actually preparing this to take this to my son's fall festival, because heaven forbid that we actually have a Halloween festival. We have to be PC for everybody, which I totally understand. People celebrate different cultures, but whatever. So we'll have a fall festival. Look at that nice big chunk. Somebody would totally think that was poop. So, but I am really looking forward to having this myself. Every time I make it, at least once a year, I have to save a little bit for myself. I don't think that's going to happen this time. But usually I make a little cup for myself. I know. And it is so yummy. All right, so there you go. Now you have it. How do we make it look like cat litter? So first what we want to do is take a little bit of food coloring. I have got the Wilton's icing coloring. I really recommend getting the food coloring, the liquid food coloring. It is going to spread and make your the white part of the Oreo, make it look like all these different ones that actually have like baking soda in them and stuff. It's going to make it look like that so much better. In fact, this is not really showing it very well at all. I'm sort of disappointed in it. Oops, and now I'm spreading around too much. Let's move the big clump over here. Clump. So what should ideally happen, and what happened the last time I made this, and I was so excited about it, is I took the food coloring and I spread it around, and it really made the white of the Oreo really pop, like it was green. It looked really disgusting, and now that's not happening this time at all. But that's okay. You guys follow it, you guys try it, see how it works at home. Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully it will work for you a little bit better than it is working for me today. But there are still, you can still see some cat litter-ish looking blues and stuff in there. So, but what's the real trick? What? Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls. The little candy that's so delicious, but it looks like poop. Poop. Oh, look at that nice blue that I have on my fingers. So then you just add it in. You just take this, put it in little clumps, kind of hide it in, because you don't want it to be sticking out everywhere. And then, and again, if people are like, that's not cat litter, what are you talking about? I have cats and my cat litter doesn't look like that. You're crazy. You can just be like, oh, well, it's chocolate Tootsie Roll dirt cake / Oreo cake. It friggin' rocks, and it's awesome and delicious, and just eat it anyway. So unfortunately now I am getting blue all over everything. And just want to bury some of your pieces of poop. Bury the poop. And make some of it stick up. I have some of it here that I've just twisted. And you just take the Oreos and just spread them and twist them out. I'll show you, and just take one, open it up, get blue all over it, but you can just squish it and flatten it out. If that's just too much manual labor for you, oh look, I have a sick cat. If that's too much manual labor for you, you can stick it in the microwave and microwave it for like 8 seconds or so, maybe a little bit longer, to see how it goes, and it will actually squish out and spread out and soften for you. So then you can squish it out like that. Alright, so we get that in there. Okay, so there's your cat litter poop cake. Cat litter poop cake. If you don't like that, you say, oh no, that's too much, take it all out. I can't stand all the scary, gross cat litter. That's disgusting. How dare you? Gross. You don't even want to use it for a Halloween party or whatever. That's fine. They're easily removable. Just take them all, move them out of the way. And what can we do instead? Gummy worms! And just stick those little gummy worms in there. Gummy worms. Delicious gummy worms. Move all the poop out of the way. Oh, the delicious gummy worms. So I'm taking this to a kid's party. Like I said, this is not going to be a cat litter cake. We're going to make this a worm cake, because what do little boys and girls love more than playing in the dirt? What? Finding worms in the dirt. Oh, yuck. Gross. Dude, what's in your food? It's worms. I love some worms in my cake. Oh, yeah, it's so delicious. Now, I do actually, when I've done this before with worms, I like the worms that are not the sour ones. And they look a slightly bit more realistic. Not very much, but just a little bit. But, yeah, you can get the sour candy worms. I got these at Publix, my grocery store. That one looks defective. But I do like the ones that look more realistic. And look how nice and pretty and bright it is. Oh, yeah. So delicious. So delicious. I'm going to take out that food coloring bits that didn't work out exactly like I wanted. All right, you guys. Well, there you go. I hope you liked this. I need to go get to a festival now and eat some yummy, yummy, yummy dirt cake. Have a great fall. Another thing you can also do if you're making the cat litter cake is you can sprinkle on and see how these look like. If anybody does have cats, you'll know this looks like the little Arm & Hammer granules that are in the cat litter. You can. And now I have blue fingers.